let's go count, let's go count. Come on, let's go.
I just can't understand some people, I am told. They live their life from day to day, thinking about getting old. Stay young, stay strong, live happily. Then you'll be guaranteed to look sexy like me. It doesn't matter how the day, about the way you feel. So I've got to let you know, age ain't nothing but a number. You're just all that you feel. Even though I move a little slower, everything I do is twice as sweet, just like wine. All the time, champagne, my name. I'm so young, feeling fine. 6 young girls all the time.
Oh, sounding good, Freddy, sounding good, baby.
Ay, ay, ay. Come on, Ronnie.
Now every day the sun comes up, I'm better than before. I think about the things I did and I want to do some more.
Even though my set may change, my hair turn a little white, I take one day at a time and I party every night.
It doesn't matter how days may come and go. It's all about the way you feel. I'm here to let you know that age ain't nothing but a number. So what if I ain't got no teeth? The reason why I move a little slower, I got corn on top of both my feet, but just like wine,
All the time,
champagne, my name, caviar from afar, candy, brandy, marshmallow, jello, sugar time, all the time. Little bit slower now, little bit slower now. You know I can't go too fast because I want it to last. Yes, indeed.
all the time, caviar from afar. What's my name? Champagne, just like I'm just like somebody feeling good as I should. Age, I'm on a race. I'm feeling strong. I'm so
Welcome to the Bahamas. We hope that you're feeling fine. We roll out the long red carpet to show you a real good time. Reshape ourselves to top shape. We plan to give you the best. We gonna treat you like this family, darling. You're our special guest. Oh, welcome to the Bahamas, the land of sunshine and sea. We want to make you happy. We treat you like royalty, always ready to please you. The best hospitality. We go out of our way to make you want to stay. Welcome to the Bahamas. We hope that you're feeling fine. We roll out the long red carpet to show you a real good time. Reshape ourselves to top shape. We plan to give you the best. We gonna treat you like this family, darling. You're our special guest. Oh, take a look around, darling. It is clear to see we are even much better than we used to be. All our people are friendly. We take this thing seriously. That's why we will give you all the highest quality. Welcome to the Bahamas. We hope that you're feeling fine. We roll out the long red carpet to show you a real good time. Reshape ourselves to top shape. We plan to give you the best. We gonna treat you like this family, darling. You're our special guest. Some folks come here to relax, while other folks come to play, stroll along the white beaches. Bahamas. Drink coconut rum all day. These things, they don't just happen. We cause them to be that way. So when it's time to go home, you don't want to leave, you want to stay. Welcome to the Bahamas. We hope that you're feeling fine. We roll out the long red carpet to show you a real good time. Lord, we shape ourselves to top shape. We plan to give you the best. We gonna treat you like this family, darling. You're our special guest. Bam 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 bam. Yeah, bam bam bam. Bam 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 bam. Welcome to the Bahamas. We hope that you're feeling fine. We roll out the long red carpet to show you a real good time. Lord, we shape ourselves to top shape. We plan to give you the best. We gonna treat you like this family, darling. You're our special guest. Oh, welcome to the Bahamas, the land of sunshine and sea. We want to make you happy. We treat you like royalty, always ready to please you. The best hospitality. We go out of our way to make you want to stay. Welcome to the Bahamas. We hope that you're feeling fine. We roll out the long red carpet to show you a real good time. Lord, we shape ourselves to top shape. We plan to give you the best. We gonna treat you like this family, darling. You're our special guest. Oh, hello, how are you doing? We hope that you're feeling fine. We roll out the long red carpet to show you a real good time. Lord, we shape ourselves to top shape. We plan to give you the best. We gonna treat you like this family, darling. You're our special guest.
Hey, they come in my boat, they come in my plane, they coming in wheelchair, I'm walking with cane. They come in my boat, they come in my plane, they coming in wheelchair, I'm walking with cane. Come down and we come in, get in line, get in line. Ah. Teresa, Bohemian Mona Lisa, they say she lives brazen, but that ain't nothing. She's short and sexy, got all them fellas crazy, even if you're ugly, cause I am lazy. Oh, Teresa looking good, hey, she's got them boys behaving rude, hey, just to see she whine, hey, her body looks so fine. Woo! When the bands are playing, she hold on to the table just to get comfortable. Not whining, boogie moving, everything working, that body vibrating. She's strong like man, drinking beer from can. Oh, Teresa looking good, hey, she's got them boys behaving rude, hey, just to see she whine, hey, her body looks so fine. Teresa sweet, short and sexy, she's got all them fellas going crazy. She's got power in that boogie. When Teresa start to whine, all them fellas form a line. Oh, Teresa looking good, hey, she's got them boys behaving rude, hey, just to see she whine, hey, her body looks so fine. 5 foot 3. But boy, that body's stocked with energy. Ain't nothing artificial about she's from the big country. You know them gas gon' get you see. Oh, Teresa looking good. Hey, she's got them boys behaving rude. Aye, just to see she whine. Hey, her body looks so fine. Oh, oh, Teresa looking good. Hey, she's got them boys behaving rude. Aye, just to see she whine. Hey, her body looks so fine. Aye, the kinky thing, Teresa. By him and Mona Lisa. You're the kinky thing, Teresa. By him and Mona Lisa. You're the kinky thing, Teresa. By him and Mona Lisa. You're the kinky thing, Teresa. By him and Mona Lisa. They coming by boat. They coming by plane. They coming in wheelchair and walking with cane. They coming by boat. They coming by plane. They coming in wheelchair and walking with cane. Illutra she fetching. Exuma she fetching. Cat Island she fetching. Andras she fetching. Bandahama she fetching. Abaco she fetching. Inagua she fetching. Long Island she fetching. Get in line. Henry B, you got in line too. Woo! They coming by boat. They coming by plane. They coming in wheelchair and walking with cane. They coming by boat. They coming by plane. They coming in wheelchair and walking with cane. They coming by boat. They coming by plane. They coming in wheelchair and walking with cane. They coming by boat. They coming by plane. They coming in wheelchair and walking with cane.
This is my island in the sun where my people have toiled since time began. And though I may sail on many seas, these shores will always be home to me. Oh, island in the sun, willed to me by my father's hand, and all my days I will sing and praise of its lovely waters, its shining sun. And I see a woman on bended knees, cutting cane for her family. And I see a man by the waterside, casting his net at the surging tide. Oh, island in the sun, it was willed to me by my father's hand, and all my days I will sing and praise of your lovely waters, your shining sun. As morning breaks the heaven on high, I lift my...
I have a dream where the powerful and the powerless will sit at the same table, where the haves will see the have-nots, not as burdens, but as brothers, where class will not divide us, but conviction will unite us. I have a dream that the oligarchs will remember we must all eat, that the brown-faced neo-colonialists will remember who they are and whose they are. I have a dream that fraternities will build beyond internal architecture into a national bond, that the walls of design will give way to the bridges of brotherhood, not a fraternity of symbol, but a brotherhood of substance. I have a dream that we remain focused, that we stay in our conviction and remain fearless, that we double down, fortified, to return this Bahamaland to the foundation.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is The Foundation with Howard Grant. Grateful to be in your company always. Jamming with you here on a beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, Wednesday afternoon out here in the city of Nassau. Wherever you are listening in and tuning in with us. I get a little echo. Wherever you are listening in and tuning in with us, I want to thank you so very kindly for being able to do that. This is The Foundation with Howard Grant, as we continue to be able to jam with you and talk about where we are and what we're doing here in the country. We're getting into another phase. We talked about this. We're getting into another phase, another dispensation, another time. The Progressive Liberal Party has enjoyed some 4 years now of post-victory since 2021. This is 2025. September 16th is when they stepped into victory. And as a result of that, this kind of a time, a lot of persons are taking the time out to really be able to grade them, to identify some of the things that they've done, the SWOT analysis, the strengths, their weaknesses, the opportunities, threats, the goods, the bad, so forth and so on. And as a result of these particular things, we have last year on our former space, we have created an element that we would have been able to and kind of deduce. We've created a sort of the standard and saying this is how we want to be able to identify our members of parliament. This is what we want to do. And then we sort of deduced it. We said, all right, has a member of parliament done this? Have they been here and done this? Have they done this? Have you seen them in this area? What do you think about them? Boom, boom. We've identified that and we sort of quantified it against some of the things that we've been able to see in the constituency. So we had persons call in and vote. And so in October, we're going to be getting into dissecting leadership. We've done that before, done that last year. And in October of this year again, we're going to bring it back and talk about dissecting leadership, right? This is not dissecting leadership, but what this is an opportunity to be able to get back in there. Can you see me? Because I'm looking on the Facebook thing and I'm good? All right, so we're getting into this kind of a space and we're jamming the way that we are and being able to talk about this, right? I'm grateful to do this, and today is a wonderful day to be able to get into some information and really being able to jam like that. I'm grateful for my very first guest, for Member of Parliament guest, right? My very first Member of Parliament guest, all the way from the constituency of Yamacraw, being able to come here with us. He's the Minister of State for the Environment, and he has floated his way in Grand Bahama. I knew him from Grand Bahama. right, and found his way here in Nassau. He has been in unions. He's been in advocacy for a very long time, and he found himself back in this sort of an advocacy from a community standpoint, from a constituency standpoint. And he's now the Member of Parliament for the constituency of Yamacraw. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to none other than the Honorable Zane Lightbourne.
Thank you, Howard. Thank you for having me here.
My brother.
And hello to all of your listeners. Hello, Yamacraw.
It's wonderful to have you, man. I'm grateful that you're here with us. And introduce yourself. Let persons know who you are. Those persons who are on TikTok and whatnot, maybe just sliding through, not necessarily knowing who you are. Talk to me about it.
Okay, so I'm Zane Lightbourne. As you said, I am the Member of Parliament for Yamacraw, the great constituency in the East. I am a Eleuthera-bred young man. My family hails from Eleuthera, Greencastle. I schooled in Roxtown. I lived in Roxtown. And Cat Island, my mother was from Cat Island. At the age of, I think it was 23, I was sent to Grand Bahama on my first teaching assignment, where I made my home for about 15 years.
As I know you from Grand Bahama.
Yeah, and then a lot of people thought I was from Grand Bahama.
I really did.
And then I
You were nestled in the place, doing your thing, cutting it up and whatnot, doing your thing. We thought you were a part of the community.
Now I was a part of it, but that's how I dive into
Wow.
the community. Once I'm there, I believe in people. I believe in this country. And I think that we make our mark when we make an impact on the lives of people. And so as an educator, I was able to do that. And then my career brought me back to the capital, where I served at the time I was the vice president of the union, and then became the acting president of the union. But I was also in school management. I was an administrator. I was vice principal, senior master. I worked at Government High, R.M. Bailey, St. George's Jack Haywood High School, and then school management in the Ministry of Education. So I did about 24 years in education. And then I stepped into politics and continued service to my community and my country. I think that my journey has been one that has been inspired by many, many good legends who have come before us, and persons who are humble in their attributes to serve their country and to serve people.
You know, it's a wonderful thing, many times I sit in this particular space, and like a lot of the guests who are watching and listening in, I get to know persons who are sitting with me. You know what I mean? Like I sit here and I interview you and I ask questions, and I'm kind of blown away about things that I find out through the course of these conversations. But the truth is that I know you, and I keep telling persons that I know you, and met your brother, and he and I became very good friends and whatnot. I know your convictions, right? And I believe in one way or another we might be family, because he is a Lightbourne, and these Lightbournes come from Turks Island.
Oh yeah, all
And
connected.
the Grants
up to
come from Turks
Victoria.
Island.
Yes.
Right, so I know that we have that kind of a connection, right? And so I'm looking at listening to these particular things, and even when I provide my analysis about what my expectations are for these various constituencies, I'm always cautious about what my expectations are from Yamacraw. I know a lot of persons have been able to speak about what their thoughts are across the board, but it may be a little bit too early for that in many instances. But I want you to tell me. I want you to tell me about how things are going in Yamacraw over the past 4 years. I want you to talk to me about that. Over the past 4 years, you've just celebrated, the PLP has just celebrated 4 years come September 16th of victory and being able to find itself in the position of authority in the country and being able to change some things. How are things looking in the constituency of Yamacraw?
I would rate things as pretty good in Yamacraw, and getting better. We are going to continue. We have done well. Let me say first of all, when I have been at the position of measuring people's performance, I've been an administrator. I had to evaluate teachers, and there was always something that we learned, in different capacities of my life, where I had to measure persons' performance, either who worked along with me, under me, or in some cases even the political sphere. So I look at where we're at and then where you're trying to get. So as a person who live in my constituency, I live on the border of my constituency, so I live as a part of as a part of the Yamacraw community. I I didn't like the fact that there are a few things that I thought could be solved in a manner where you were making people's lives better.
This is your observation.
My observation.
Since you've been living in the constituency.
Right. And
Okay.
so when I got involved, the lighting, even on the main Prince Charles area, was poor. There were a lot of people complaining. They'd say, and I'll vote for you even if you just fix this light, which was out for years and years on my corner. And they would complain about derelict vehicles littered, because the community is such a, in my estimation, is prestigious community. And you have persons who would move in and they would think that they can do whatever they want in their little space, and it doesn't impact the greater community. So we had constant dumping in the bushes, and people finding empty lots to do those type of things. And I wanted to also impact young people. And because of the number of at that time, I remember there was this spike in violence, particularly in my area in the Elizabeth Estates, where, that's the border between Elizabeth and, so we share Elizabeth Estates between Elizabeth and Yamacraw. But I wanted to reach the young people there, so I wanted to do more for them. I wanted to walk in the footsteps of some of the better MPs, some of the great MPs that would have served there. And so we got to work on day one. So we came in September, we ratified somewhere in October in terms of Parliament and our portfolios and everything else. And by November, I put lights. I had the Colony
The
Park
issue that
lit up.
has been lingering for years is one of the first things that you dealt with.
Yes. And so I started to embark on repairing lights in the area. So I engaged with the companies that were working for the government. And you have to keep them in the area and identify stuff that they have to do, and of course provide some assistance to make sure that they stay in the area because they have multiple areas. I'll put it like that. So we were
That's a good way to put it.
we were very active in making sure these lights get on, and some weren't easy to do because some things they needed excavation underground, and other agencies like Works to be able to dig. But we managed to make a huge difference in the lighting. We lit up parks. We now have internets on the park. We now have a central dump site in Yamacraw where persons can do residential waste.
And everybody knows about this
And
location.
We're many people. We're trying to make sure more Yamacraw, because we found that most of the east now have been using the dumpsters. When I put them in a location there, one of the parks where I do a farmer's market, it became too much for the community there, so we moved it to the entrance of Stokes Beach, right there on the property. We've worked out a deal with the property owner there to have those.
That's where you come around the curb, and just as you're going down Prince Charles on the property on the left hand side.
Yes.
Okay.
It's it depends on which way you're coming from. It's at Stokes Beach, the entrance of Stokes Beach.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah. And we did a beach cleanup there. Recently, we partnered with a group from Blue Lagoon to do a beach cleanup there. But we have been pretty much cleaning up the area, clearing down bushes to make it safer, making the area brighter, enhancing the parks. Even though I don't have the budget to change park equipment and to do those type of things, we've just recently I've partnered with a private organization company also to just pave the basketball court again at the Elizabeth Estates Police Station. In the back of that station there's a park, and we're going to stripe that. We're going to make that park a beautiful park for the children that play there, and just making the community better. When we say we do more in Yamacraw, we can point to a farmers market that's consistent, where we promote entrepreneurs and artisans who want to come out and sell candles. They want to sell fruits and vegetables. They want to sell baked goods, even Bahamian breakfast and grill. They want to hang out and play dominoes. They want to hear a little rake and scrape music. You have persons who also sell other craft items that they make, authentic Bahamian items. So we're promoting entrepreneurship. We have a student health center that we created when we first came in, and we were using the library and the school, the Thelma Gibson School, which is actually an Elizabeth constituency, but because our children go there, we partner with that school to do some things. And we have helped those children we have opened an urban renewal office in Elizabeth Estates, as I would have promised. And so we have students now getting not only help with homework, but also they're learning how to do things like sew and other things they're interested in Urban Renewal is going to do a band in the Elizabeth Estates area, a marching band. So that's a plus. And we also have a seniors exercise that goes on every Friday, done through Urban Renewal and the Urban Renewal Center. We've been able to have a job fair that was fantastic. Probably one of the more active job fairs on the island.
And this over the course of the last 4 years of what you've been doing.
Oh yeah.
And this is an amazing thing.
Yeah, if persons, and we keep our evidence, because sometimes people are not connected with their communities. I have some persons who say they live
in there,
yeah,
but not necessarily connected to it.
Some people they say, "But I live here for 30 years."
And I
would
see,
say, name who lives down, who all live through this.
They don't know these people.
They know one or two. I know the person lived next door. Oh, I see this other one that's come and go, but we don't talk to each other anymore as community.
That's a good observation.
So many of us, we want to see the community come back.
Yeah.
We want to see our children play together.
Yeah.
We want to see our neighbors look out for each other.
Yeah.
Help areas to be safe through just, if you see something, say something. Partner with the police. And so we have enhanced the park at Colony with changing a whole boardwalk that goes over a pond, restoring the pond there to make sure live.
You've been working.
Yeah, we've been working. And I'm just naming, and in the middle of this, we've been doing some door-to-door, which is very difficult because sometimes it's time-consuming. You identify about 30, 40 houses you want to touch, and at the end of the evening, you've only done 15 because some people want to talk for longer.
You can't touch 40 houses in one evening.
So
you know that.
Yeah, well, they don't know that.
And you come from old school people, so when mama start talking, you ain't gonna cut her off.
Yeah.
You can sit down, you can listen.
Yeah, right. And so we have an office that's open. I have office hours every Thursday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. unless I'm off island. But then I catch up on other days when I can't do that. I go and meet people. We've just celebrated a 90-year-old birthday. So when we can pop up and do things like that, I have an excellent team. And we go around cleaning the sides of the roads where persons may drop stuff off.
And this is outside a World Cleanup Day or this day or that day. This is something that you do on a regular basis.
I have some fellas right now who I can call, all right? The team, when you hear the Beast from the East, is a team of guys, right? And some females.
The Beast from the East.
Yeah.
That sounds like Revelations. We need to calm down.
So they go in beast mode and they just knock these things out. We've been repairing signs and replacing signs, and it's been extremely busy. But when persons don't see, then they criticize, and I'm like, what measurement tool are you using? Because you can go on Facebook and you can see the people who walk with me, who work with me. And I don't boast about me, Zane Lightbourne. Zane Lightbourne is more than just an individual. I am a member of parliament with a group that represent, that do the work, that actually walk, that answer the phone, that because I have to be multiple places, and so that's impossible to be multiple places at multiple times. So you need a good team.
Yeah.
And shouts out to my hard-working team. Right now, the branch is led by Daniel Thompson, and a very active group. We are getting ready to do campaign, but we ain't in campaign mode. A lot of people say, "Man, you're doing,
sir."
Say,
it ain't on you yet, but it creeping up.
When it comes, they will know.
It creeping up.
They will know.
Because there's a sentiment, like I said, the PLP has enjoyed the success of being able to be in government. They held it on now for 4 years, being able to celebrate that. The PLP government has made significant moves. In the initial 2 years, there was sort of turbulence, and I always admit that I had put significant work to the Prime Minister, indicating that his posture from an external standpoint going off in comparison to what he's doing locally didn't weigh out. And I said, as soon as he shifts that, and he did. And so I'm watching him, and I'm watching the PLP, and I'm watching with great interest. Now, like you said, we're not necessarily in campaign mode just yet, but the Free National Movement has ratified some candidates. And with the ratification of those particular candidates, one of the candidates that's been ratified is the former Member of Parliament and former, I think he was in a ministerial capacity. I think he was in a ministerial capacity or as Minister of State capacity, Ellsworth Johnson for the constituency of Yamacraw. So we may not necessarily be in campaign mode, but we're gearing up for that.
Yeah, and what I say is they have to send somebody. And I just say, march our record of service. You can talk a lot of talk, you can bash me. I don't expect for his people to talk positively about me, but be honest and just talk about our work. Let's look at where we were, where we came from. Like I said, let's look at lighting and improvements. Let's look at the improvement and the impact on people's lives. Let's look at how much persons now are employed, even though we're always looking for more employment for people because we're trying to get everybody employed in Yamacraw. But the amount of people who can boast of the work that's being done, and it's never perfect because as long as you live with the community have to continue to work to improve, to be better, and also to maintain and sustain the way of life that either you want or that you have. And so we are working, and we'll continue to work. It's like building a house. Some things will be done in year 4 that haven't been done in previous years. If you hire a contractor to build your house, and he says it's going to take me 2 years to build this house, but you fire him because he ain't finished in a year and a half, that would be costly to you. It'll be counterproductive.
I never heard this analogy before. Let me tell you why.
Yeah.
Because the infrastructural work and the development work, ensuring that everything is put in place is the majority of the work.
Yes.
Everything else is just accoutrements, is just decorations. Because once we have this hard work done, we could do the rest of this in 6 weeks.
Precisely. So as you see things begin to speed up, it's because we're strengthening the economy.
Wow.
And working as a government, I have to be there present. We have to be at the table. I have to make sure my colleagues understand that when I need improvements in my area, like the sidewalks that we have extended in the constituency, when I need improvements like when now putting water on the parks to make sure that we have bathroom and facilities on the parks and that kind of thing. There's so much to be done in the background before you actually do the work. So this is something that we're embarking on. You'll see the next phase coming into force.
Now I got to ask you this, and then I want to get into some stuff because I know you only got an hour with me, but I got to ask you this. This is our ability to be able to talk about what we've done and articulate that and break it down. Like you said, some people may be detached from their community, but there are those persons who have input. They may have their bias, but they also have input. And we've watched in other constituencies where, despite the fact that this may have been a leaning PLP constituency or a leaning F&M constituency, when a member of parliament comes in there and make a significant impact, they have to, like you said, be honest, come to the forefront and say, hey, listen, man, this fella, he did well. He did well, right? What is the sentiment that exists for you or that you're hearing? And guys, you can call in and say that I got to call in, but you could call in and tell me, what is the sentiment that exists in Yamacraw about you, about your work, and about the expectation for your return? Guys, hit me up with a text. You can text right there, online, YouTube, or the text number's right at the bottom there. You can be able to do that. Go ahead.
Yeah. So the feedback has been very positive, very encouraging. But I've learned to fight like the underdog. And so we don't take a day off. We don't get comfortable on our laurels. We understand that there's always more work to be done. Like the Prime Minister always reminds us, we have done a lot, but we have a lot of work to be done. But the feedback has been tremendous. We walk, and when we do, you can check our Facebook page because we document. So when people say, oh, you ain't been in my area, and then I'm able to show them their house, then, you know, it's a feeling of, I'm glad that we have records of what we have done. So the feedback is excellent, and I want to continue that, and we'll continue to engage with the community.
Let me take this telephone call. There's a caller coming through right now. Hopefully they're calling about Yamacraw and being able to tell me that. Caller, go ahead. Caller, call back, please. 827-0111, 827-0111. I'm not going to answer while he's speaking, so y'all please forgive me. You could be able to give me a call. 827-0111, and we can be able to have that good conversation with you, right? The call is coming through right now. Let me take that call. Good afternoon, caller. Thanks so much for calling, dialing into the foundation. You're on with Howard and Member of Parliament for Yamacraw, Zane Lightbourne. Answer the phone. Go ahead.
Hi, good day.
Hi.
I am calling from the Team Z, the team to be reckoned with. We work really hard day and night in the constituency, and we are proud to call Honorable Lightbourne our Member of Parliament. He not only answers the phone, but he answers the call. He does the work. And when he's unable to do the work, we are able to pick up the mantle and get it done. His team is really strong. We work really hard day in and day out. And I'd like to thank him for his continued support for the community, most especially those in the Elizabeth Estates.
Thank you so very kindly for your telephone call. We really do appreciate
Anytime.
that. Thank you so much. Guys, you can give me a call, 827-0111. Please forgive me if I hung up on you. I only got one line. I'm working on that, Zane.
Hey, you doing well, man? Hey, beautiful. Congratulations, Howard. This is a beautiful setup.
I got one line now, right?
Listen, there's a generation of young persons who still know how to hustle, you know? Until
that's me.
Yeah,
That's a hustler.
beautiful. When I walked in here, I was very impressed.
Thank you, my brother.
Good job.
I want to thank you so much. And my producer has been able to create this kind of environment, so I'm grateful for that. Let me take this next telephone call. Call on the line with us live. Go ahead. Let me see if we can get that. Oh, Lord. Hold on. This ain't you. This me. Hold on. Call back again, guys. That ain't you. That's me. Okay? Go ahead. 827-0111. 827-0111. I'll try to give you a call instead of you calling me so we can be able to have everything laid out. Please forgive me for that.
Telephone number 242-825-1584. Catch.
Call on the line with us live. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. How are you doing today, buddy?
I'm good, man. What's happening with you?
I'm good. This your old buddy Charlie.
What's up, Charlie?
Right here, man. I see you got my good minister on it today.
He's sitting down with me. He's a good, decent man.
Hey, what's happening, Chief? Hey, Mr. Grant, I can tell you one thing. 2 terms. That's all I got to say. This man is a revolutionary. Yeah, genuine, man of the people, accessible, answering the phone all day, every day, working. Can't say he ain't working. The proof is in the pudding.
That's excellent, man. Charlie, I appreciate that. So you say 2 terms for him?
Mr. 2 terms, and we from Z-Town. That's where we live.
Z-Town?
Z-Town.
All right, my brother. I appreciate you, Charlie. Thank you so much, man.
Man. Take it easy.
Thank you for your telephone call. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, guys. 827-0111. 827-0111. You can be able to get me in there. And we are just talking with none other than Zane Lightbourne right here, being able to talk to us about these things and things that's happening in the constituency of Yamacraw and how he's doing in that particular area. Now, we're getting some good calls. All right, guys, call us about that because there are some sentiments that exist. Like I said, I know that there is this sort of a flaming in the air. I don't know. I guess it's the first sneeze before you really catch a cold, right? So this is sort of a shift in the environment. A lot of persons are gearing up and really looking at politics to say that this is a change and this is some things that we're going to be able to see happen. I got a next telephone call coming in. Hold on now. Hold on. Call on the line with us live. Go ahead. Calling you on with us live. Go ahead. Hello. All right, give me a call back. Maybe you don't hear me. 827-0111. 827-0111. You can be able to give a call or you can be able to text me on that line and we can be able to talk about those things. So you get good. The people calling in and they're speaking well of you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate people. Howard is not, when you in the position of politics and you pick a side, right? You're going to have natural enemies. So I remember when I was a teacher, everybody loved me because I was a teacher. And then I got into the union, and so the people who were picking for the other side of the officers automatically didn't like me because I wasn't on their side. And then now it's the same thing with politics. But we have gained so much support from other parties, from members of other parties in the constituency of Yamacraw. I don't take that for granted. But and people compare me to long-serving MPs and say, well, you need to pick up your socks, or you need to, or you need to do this, or you're doing well, or you're doing this compared to this. But the fact that you can compare me,
You get honest criticism.
so I get honest criticisms.
You know,
Some
'cause
is unfair.
listen, let me tell
Some
you
is
something.
unfair. I get some honest
When
criticisms.
Bahamian, listen, even if they unfair with you, that's good. Let me tell you why.
Yeah.
Because when Bahamian people tell you, no man, you straight, man, you straight. Don't worry about that. You straight. You covered.
Yeah.
You lose.
Yeah, you can't. Right. So
You
we
lose.
don't take any for granted, So you take criticism and praise, and to compare me to anyone who served 15 years and 20 years in Parliament in 4 years, we just hit the 4-year mark. I say, well, we doing something. And I always use the word we because I'm not alone.
You can't
I have
do it by
strong
yourself. It's a
team.
team.
You can't do it by yourself. It's a team. And we have a strong team in Yamoussoukro. I encourage persons to, the office is right opposite, we made it central, right opposite Treasure Cove, right on Yamoussoukro Hill Road. Where the ice cream parlor was, we have J&A convenience store, I think, there.
Let me take a telephone call.
Yes, certainly.
Call on the line with us live. Go ahead.
Yes, I just want to ask Mr. Lightburn if would he let his children play on the parks in Yamoussoukro, because I live in Yamoussoukro, and it's hard for my children to come out there and play, and we're on the swings with hardly working.
Which park?
The grass which you have to navigate your way through. Just want to know if the honorable minister
Hold
would let his
on.
children play
Before
on the
you
parks
go,
out there.
because that was a quick throw you throw. But which park we talking about?
Yeah, any park in Yamoussoukro.
Any
Since he
park?
gets funding for any parks, I just want to know that.
Okay, man. I thank you. I can let him answer that. Thank you so much.
I thank the caller, and this is an opportunity to educate the caller. So the Beaches and Parks Authority is responsible for repairing equipment on the park. We don't really engage because we don't have the budget to do that. We try to make sure the parks are clean because the contract is given through the Beaches and Parks Authority. So we monitor it, send guys to do extra work. We cut the trees and maintain the parks. I actually tell them visit Colony Park. Yamoussoukro has 9 parks. So I know that the caller may not be genuine, I'm not challenging that he isn't living in Yamoussoukro. I'm just saying, if you identify that the parks are not up to standard for kids to play, then you're not being totally fair to the people who work to maintain those parks. We have some parks that need attention. I've spoken with the Beaches and Parks Authority on this and asked them to change some equipment. We're doing some ourselves, but we only can stretch because, like I said, we don't have the budget for that. But we stretch as much as we could. We had to go on our Facebook page. I challenge the caller or any person. Come to the office or ask somebody who live in your constituency about the park in the area. Go on our Facebook page. We had a back-to-school event with hundreds of children. We gave away 500 plus bags, school supplies for children, laptop, tablet, bicycle for persons with grades who had high grades in their classes.
You
We
give
did
them
food for-
bicycles?
Yeah, we gave away.
Boy, you can cause a fight.
No, it's not. It's not for everybody.
How you get a bike? I smart.
Right. And,
Praise God.
so it was. And we always have events on our parks. As a matter of fact, the Nassau East Park, for example, has a tennis court. They can come. Children come out to play, and we invite people to come out to our farmers market every other Saturday. We're there. And the parks
Which one?
are
This
with-
in Eastwood? Eh?
No, the Eastwood isn't part of my
Okay,
constituency.
no, okay,
This
okay,
is
okay.
Nassau East,
Okay,
South Boulevard.
Okay.
So the park there, they can take a look at the park in Winton. One of the parks where we have, and the 3 parks that that I've named, we have internet on the park and lighting, and we put the play area, protection area around where children play. Also did a maintenance tree cutting recently on the Winton Park, and we've put bins for persons to be able to put trash, but we noticed that people bring in their residential garbage and piling up the bins in one shot. So we're trying to get the cooperation of our people who live in these areas to help us to keep our community clean. We all have to do it together. But the gentleman, he just need to take a visit. And the fact that he couldn't tell me one park of the 9 that we have, and we've just paved the basketball court at Elizabeth Estates Park, and I just mentioned of what we're doing on that park. I would say The proof is in the pudding.
Well, most recently you see that the Nassau Guardian has taken on this kind of a position of being able to evaluate all the parks and the beaches and being able to kind of do this story like that. And they put in significant heat on Mikhail Bonamy. Mikhail was supposed to be with us today. He'll be with us next week, Tuesday, to be able to talk about what Beaches and Park is doing and what he's doing in his particular capacity. So there is, like I said to you, there is an amplified, even if it ain't like a boulder that's dropped just yet, there is at least a shift in the air, almost like you could be able to smell when the rain coming. It ain't reached yet, but you could say it about to rain. That the political time is here. And so persons are looking at these things and they may not necessarily evaluate you based upon your last 4 years and all the accomplishments that you've had then, but they evaluate you, unfortunately, based upon how they feel right now.
Yeah.
And what they see right now or don't see at this particular time.
Right. And it's easy to do opposition politics sometimes too, because I can sit down and talk about what hasn't been done all day. But how do you really evaluate someone? You evaluate them on what have been done, what's left to be done, how much you're working, how much you're able to make a change and a difference. And so I know we're gearing up, like you said, for the election season. But I still believe that there are some genuine Bahamians out there who are non-political, who will give you honest criticism and honest praise. And so we focus on the work and we focus on the positive to make sure that we are progressing forward as a nation, because the Bahamas is only as great as we make it. And for us to, I hear people talk about flooding. We have drainage clearing constantly. It's done by Ministry of Works and private contractors.
Do you actually encourage them, like if you see something or part of your team actually sees something, they say something, hey, listen, y'all got to go cut the grass, y'all got to fix this, y'all got to do that, y'all got to do drainage in these areas. Are you on these particular these ministries to ensure that the work is done in your constituency?
Certainly. I meet with the Minister of Works constantly because I know they have the entire country. I know you have a lot going on. And I try to push Yamoussoukro in there as much as I can. And no one gets everything they want. I wish it was like that. And I'm not gonna say ever that my colleague isn't doing a good job at the Ministry of Work, because I've seen the work he's doing. They're trying to pave most of the main thoroughfares and that kind of thing. So I know that there are areas that I need paved that I got to push every day, to go every day, look in his face, hey, don't forget Yamoussoukro. We know you say you're coming to us, but I need this to happen. I need the drainage cleared on time, so I need my contractors to be in the area working, because even when things aren't in total control, even though when we don't have total control of some of these things, we take the criticism for it. We don't pass the buck. And so we have, with extensive rain, that's the hot button issue now in one of my areas. And the water has no place to go after the drains are full. The contractor told me, he said, look, we just cleared this particular drain. He said, but have you been seeing the amount of rain? There's nowhere else for the water to go. The drains are full because the water can't go anywhere else.
Wow.
So we are we're going to continue to work. We're going to ask for more. We have asked for more drains to be cleared. On the night of the bad storm recently, that night where you had Seabreeze and Elizabeth.
Yeah, with the tornado issue.
With that act of nature, I was out at 6 a.m. that morning, right? I jumped in my vehicle and drove into the entire Elizabeth Estates, and I pinned every area that was flooded and sent to the contractor who lives actually in the area and called me and said, we need the drains in these areas checked and cleaned as soon as you have an opportunity. And he pointed out which ones were done recently, and they're back on the road, I think, this week. And so we're going to ease our affairs concerning that. But I know it's high political time, and
it's a high political time.
Yeah, people just going to come and criticize because it benefits their party.
Yeah. Let me see if I can take this telephone call, and then I can take a quick break, and then we get back. Let's answer this. Caller on the line, go ahead.
Hi, good day.
Hi.
Good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon, Mr. Libon.
How you doing?
I wanted to mention that, I don't know if Mr. Libon did mention, but he's also for youth. I wanted to know that.
Caller, go ahead. Your call dropped.
I think it dropped.
Your call drop. All
Yeah,
right.
I
When we
like
get back, I
until they
want you
call
to
back.
talk to me about the youth. All right.
Yes.
All right. I see a telephone calls coming in, guys. Continue to be able to do that. We're gonna have him for another 10 or 12 minutes or so. Anton, I see a telephone call coming. So when I come back, I'll call you, and we'll be the first person to be able to do this. All right. So we're gonna take this quick commercial break, guys. Gonna be right back after this.
If you don't like it, sell your TV, buy your fan. Let's do this. Well, it's regatta time again. Way! Regatta people, are you ready? Oh Lord, that man in the boat passing through. Hey, what you gonna do? That man in the boat passing through. Hey, don't care if you're a golden or not, passing through. What you gonna do? Take the wine, boat passing through. Hey, hey, I can wine on something, shake up on something, wind up on something. Now dance up on something, wind up on something, shake up on something, wind up on something. Cause it's regatta time, time to join the line, time to lose your mind. Cause it's homecoming time, man, if your car break down, see the jitney coming now. So time to wind around, cause regatta starting now. The man in the boat, hey, what you gonna do? The man in the boat, let's go. What you gonna do? The man in the boat, passing through. Hey, what you gonna do? The man in the boat, passing through. Let's go, let's go. I getting me something, I'm shaking on something, I'm dancing on something, whining on something. Now shake up on something, wind up on something. Now let's go deep in the bush, ride all round the town, to every settlement, in every family island. Man, we drinking rum, man, we having fun. This only happens one place, the Bahama Islands. Let's stand in our boat, hey, passing through. If you don't like it, sell your TV, buy your fan. Let's do this. Well, it's regatta time again. Way! Regatta people, are you ready? Oh Lord, that man in the boat passing through. Hey, what you gonna do? That man in the boat passing through. Hey, don't care if you're a golden or not, passing through. What you gonna do? Take the wine, boat passing through. Hey, hey, I can wine on something, shake up on something, wind up on something. Now dance up on something, wind up on something, shake up on something, wind up on something. Cause it's regatta time, time to join the line, time to lose your mind. Cause it's homecoming time, man, if your car break down, see the jitney coming now. So time to wind around, cause regatta starting now. The man in the boat, hey, what you gonna do? The man in the boat, let's go. What you gonna do? The man in the boat, passing through. Hey, what you gonna do? The man in the boat, passing through. Let's go, let's go. I getting me something, I'm shaking on something, I'm dancing on something, whining on something. Now shake up on something, wind up on something. Now let's go deep in the bush, ride all round the town, to every settlement, in every family island. Man, we drinking rum, man, we having fun. This only happens one place, the Bahama Islands. Let's stand in our boat, hey, passing through. Now what you, come on, that man in our boat, passing. Let's go. He jumping up and waving, man. Go, passing through. Hey, he waving, watch him, passing through. Let's go, let's go. I can wine on something, I'm shaking on something, I'm dancing on something, whining on something, I'm shaking on something, wind up on something. Must stop joking. Pay the captain, pay the captain, pay the captain, pay the captain. Now hop the boat, hop the boat, hop the boat. Show you in boat, ride the boat, ride the boat, ride the boat, ride the boat. Scuttle the boat, come on, scuttle the boat, hey, scuttle the boat. That man in the boat passing through. Hey, what ya? That man in the boat passing through. Now what ya? Wait, that man in the boat passing through, passing through, passing through. That man in the boat passing through. Come on, come on. The big boat pulling in. Watch the people rake and stepping. Ain't nobody stalking. Everybody's drinking. It's regatta time, time to bump and wine. At the regatta site is where I come be tonight. Come on, the boat passing through. Now what you gonna? The man in the boat passing through. Now what you gonna? The man in the boat passing through. Now what you? Come on, the man in the boat. Come on, jump down, 1, 2, 3, let's go. The big boat captain, the big boat captain, the big boat captain, the big boat captain, the big boat, 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 now the big ride the boat, 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 now the big boat, 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 hey, hey.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to, you can be able to give us a call. We're talking with none other than Member of Parliament for Yamacraw constituency and Minister of State for the Environment, Zane Lightbourne, talking to us about those particular things. A lot of persons have called in and lent support. A lot of persons, we had one call in and lent this level of criticism, indicating that he has not cleaned the parks. And so there was clarity associated with those particular things in this, the parks being cleaned and whatnot. But I just need to know from you, what is the sentiment? Do you believe that this will be a return, not just for Zane Lightbourne, but for the PLP? We know that southern corridor, right? This is, and we have to quote Daryl Miller in this kind of a space, the southern corridor. When we see the southern corridor shift, when we see those particular things happening, then we know that there's a caller coming through. Caller on the line with us live. Go ahead.
Hi, good day. I had a call earlier but got disconnected. I want to say good afternoon, Mr. Harrell, and good afternoon, Mr. Lightbourne.
Good afternoon.
I wanted to also share live on air that I'm one of the youths in Yamacraw. I've been in the youth for almost 18 years. My little brother's actually 18 years today. And we moved in Yamacraw from Bicadi Road since he was a baby. And I wanted to share a little short testimony. In 2020, during COVID, I was one of the students who was in high school.
Why does she keep dropping?
I really wanted to hear that story.
No. Go ahead. Don't stop. One of the students in high school.
It was so bad.
Okay,
And my mom
start from
told
one
me,
of the
said,
students
"You
in
know
high
what?
school. Somebody else calling, because if you ain't calling the regular line, you know how this bust through the WhatsApp. Go ahead.
Right. I just wanted to share that when I first was introduced to Mr. Lightbourne, he helped me got situated
Wow.
at BTVI,
Yeah.
and I obtained my BJ.
Wow.
I just graduated July 2nd with a 3.72 with my associate JCSEs. I got only that reach. He doesn't do anything.
This connection is poor. Yeah.
He is.
Let me call you back, eh? Let me call you back so we could be able to have a better connection, because this connection is poor. This connection is poor. I don't know what happened, and I don't know if this is the weather or whatever the case may be, but please forgive me. But it sounds good. It sounds like if persons could be able to call in, especially young persons, to be able to give you a testimony of what you've done and what, they could remember and how you've encouraged them. This is a wonderful thing. Let me see if I can be able to get a call.
Yeah.
This.
As you do that, I heard part of what she was saying, and as a former educator, I always try to insert education in the equation. But I think she's back on.
This is Anton.
Hello.
Go ahead, Anton.
Hey,
Hi,
Anton.
a pleasant good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. What's up, Anton?
Good afternoon,
Radio
Anton.
man, a pleasant good afternoon. Minister, how you doing, Minister?
I'm good, Anton. Hope your day is going well also.
It's going. I'm making it. Not feeling the best, but I'm still making it nonetheless. And I wouldn't miss the opportunity to call in and express some points while you were on the foundation with Howard. Good afternoon to the nation. Before I get into my point line, let me go back to a few callers back, right? Because I'm recognizing this terrible trend that's developing in the country with the dishonest persons from the Free National Movement side of the equation, right? And that goes from persons at the senior level, come right down to the everyday person, come right down to persons who lack integrity and are unscrupulous and are prepared to come on airwaves and say anything, especially if they go unchallenged or if they are being engaged by talk show hosts who don't seek to hold them accountable and challenge what they say. Look, going back to the last FNM, that disastrous FNM government led by Hubert Minnis, and many of those persons who were part of that disastrous cabinet are still present today, right? Can you hear me, Howard?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Okay, they are still present today and seeking to bamboozle the Bahamian people, as Howard Johnson would say, right? We have the roadworks, for instance, throughout this entire country. The roadworks fell apart underneath the previous administration. Hundreds of millions of dollars in damage was done as a result of no maintenance at all. No maintenance taking place throughout the entire country with our network of roads from the Providence to Cat Island, to Exuma, to Andros, through the whole country. The road network fell apart. What does that mean? That means if one administration allowed for the roadway to fall apart, that makes it 2 to 3 times more difficult for the new administration to find the funding, first and foremost, be able to get the work done while still advancing new capital works and new infrastructural works that's necessary in order to keep the Bahamas positioned for continuous growth. That is what this administration, led by Philip Brave Davis, the Honorable Prime Minister, has been met with. And you would find that Minister Clay Sweeting, Minister of Works, Public Utilities, and Family Island Affairs, he has pronounced through the media that this government, through his ministry, is investing a record amount of money, hundreds of millions of dollars, in road work development, road work expansion, and in new road works throughout this country, not only focusing on Nassau, but ensuring that the Family Islands get some of that attention, that desperately needed attention, where they never had the roads in the first place. Same scenario comes right down to internet access on the parks. You had this administration, through the Minister of State, the Honorable Wade Watson, who would have put internet access with our partners at BTC and I Think Alive, who would have put internet access on all of the major parks throughout this country to ensure that children and adults alike can have the infrastructure of internet access to help them out.
You have less than 1 minute.
And even in some instances...
That's me. I put 1 minute on my phone.
Can you hear me, Howard?
I ain't put no minutes on my phone, so don't fight me, Anton. Anton, I'm going to have to call you back. No. Go ahead, Anton. Finish up. I got 3 minutes. I got 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Let me
this phone will cut off, Anton. Go ahead.
I'll end with this one line, Howard. Look, I see the same trend developing that happened when we had those massive fires that was happening at the city dump at the time, and those massive fires ended immediately after the election. The same thing is happening all over again, and it smells fishy. These people are desperate. We got to keep them out. We can't let them take us back to Egypt. PLP all the way. Thank you for the opportunity.
I appreciate you, man. I see that he's abbreviating his things like Fred Mitchell.
Anton is very strong and he is very articulate. He's a very smart guy. You can hear that he's well versed in what he's talking about. I think that the young person, and I thank him for the call, but I think just before that, the young person who got cut off, every event that we do, we try to invite BTVI because we realize that technical skills is actually the lifeblood of a progressive country. If you have, the majority of your workers will necessarily need to grow your country and to grow your community is persons with technical skills, persons able to do plumbing, engineering, electrical work, persons who are able to do construction. We need persons who are able to give services based on whether it's hair or body or facial stuff, massage, masseuses. We have persons who are able to cook and provide services. And if you don't have persons who can get these training, who can get this or these levels of training, you're gonna have a unskilled labor force.
Yeah.
So we're fighting against that, and I commend the young person who did BDVI and who I was able to impact, as she said, but I think it's the community was able to impact us and it's the team, and I'm proud to have that person as a young person, member of Yamakro.
Hello.
Hi, yes, how are you?
Thanks so much for calling. I'm great. Go ahead.
Hi. My name is Miss Christina Adderley. I'm calling reference to Mrs. Zane Lightborn.
Okay, Miss Christina Adderley.
Hi, I would like to speak about Mr. Zane Lightborn. I've known Mr. Lightborn, and furthermore, get to know Mr. Lightborn.
Mm-hmm.
I have found him to be a very, very wonderful, hard-working MP. I have never seen no MP work as hard as Mr. Lightborn. Everything that he says he's going to do for his community, he brings it to the plate.
Excellent.
Thank you.
That's excellent. Yes. I appreciate you, Miss Lightborn. You say Christina Adderley?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
Miss Adelaide, I
Christina
appreciate you.
Adelaide.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you for your telephone call. I was getting one telephone call from the last digits 8,000. If you guys are listening, I'll take that telephone call. Please forgive me. I know you're trying to get through this. Last digits 8,000. Please call back if you want to be able to have this kind of a conversation with us. We do appreciate it. Zane only got 3 more minutes with me, right? You have less than 1 minute, right? So I put no minutes on the phone. Don't kill me.
Listen,
I had the time to put minutes on the phone.
I am going to fight that you get more sponsors to your
I
show
appreciate that.
you're doing. Because, listen, you just did this out of one day. I heard you on the radio station. The next day, I see you got big setup. Where you get the studio and this equipment from? And so just getting the phone lines. I don't know if a lot of people understand what we're working with in the background, right?
It's only my this my wall help me out with it. That's all I got.
You're using your phone.
I look at all the tape on it. I get down to Mr. Marshall now to get the next telephone so we can be able to use that, right?
But it's coming through. It's coming through so clearly. So it sounds like, I don't know how you're tying it in because I don't see any
Bluetooth.
wires. So you Bluetooth it
We tied
to
it
the
to
microphones.
Bluetooth,
And, yeah. So you got a nice setup here, and so with calling, you're gonna get to that. I don't know if you have a text line also.
I got a text line also. I got to look at that before you get out of here. Listen, next telephone call. Call on the line. Go ahead. Call on the line with us live. Go ahead.
Hey, good afternoon. I'm calling from Yamacraw just to endorse what has been said about Zane Lightburn and his representation in Yamacraw.
I like it, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
I've been with his walkabout, and we have had a lot of positive responses. Persons who have never voted to support him in the past have decided, based on his representation, that they will support his.
So you think he got a shot to see it double?
He got
Two straight.
an excellent shot, but we're gonna go in as the underdog, notwithstanding that. He has an excellent shot. He's a good representation, a good representative, and has a clean hand at the national scene.
I like it, man.
And I think he'll continue to do well.
Thank you, man. I appreciate your telephone call. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for being able to call and give your contributions about these things. Zane, I'll let you be able to kind of wrap it up. Now, listen, I want you to come back in October. Let me tell you why. We're going to be doing the constituency first approach, the dissecting leadership. So we're going to send out all of our polls and all these things so they can ask questions. I have 5,000 people on the list. So we're going to send it out to all those persons because we did it last year, and persons are going to vote for what they believe you've contributed and didn't contribute. I'd love you to be able to talk with us for that.
Certainly.
It seems like you have a good team laid out. It seems like a lot of persons are kind of tuned in. I'm watching my numbers tick up. I'm watching all these particular things happen, and it's a wonderful thing to be able to see that. So we like to be able to see how that translates with the sentiment of the constituency. Let me see if I can get one or two of these texts. It says, hello. This person say, I recommend that Ellsworth Johnson not come. If Minister Lightburn did nothing, he did more than Ellsworth. This is a text that's coming through, ladies and gentlemen. This is a true worker and champion for the people. This is Minister Lightburn. They sent that information for him. Let me see if anybody else got that, right? This is good afternoon. I'd like to make a call, please. Right? You did call, right? And also, he says, I've had some questions for him, right? Good day, Howard. What's up? I'm trying to call for Zane. I'm in the community, and I had some questions for him. I think this person's actually reached out to you already.
Okay.
And being able to talk about these things. But, Minister, I want to thank you so very kindly for being able to be here with us. I'd let you take these next few minutes before you get out of here to be able to talk directly to the people of Yamacraw.
Thank you. And I want to just piggyback off the invitation that you've given for October, because I'd love to come back every year. Even before I was a member of parliament, when I was a candidate, I had a fun run walk, a cancer event. And I am continuing that in honor of my family. I have some family members who have gone through breast cancer, all in farewell, but they were in the fight. And we have a lot of persons who are in the community who are still in the fight.
When is your walk?
The walk is the last Saturday in October. I think will be the 28th.
You should do an advertisement in the paper.
Yes, and so and I assure you I will advertise with your paper. You see, you have a paper here. You know, you have a newspaper. You're doing the news. You're doing the newspaper.
I ain't running for no constituency. But we already know things. Praise God, right?
I listen. This is so important because I always tell the story. I lost my mom to breast cancer.
Yeah, I remember.
I have two aunts who would have been in the fight. One, she passed during COVID, but I have an ex-aunt who won the fight. I have a cousin now who is fighting. I have other persons in the community.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's very serious. So what we do is donate all proceeds to the Cancer Society and Sister Support Group. And we have another group that we support. We donated $1,000 each last November because our cancer event was in October. And we're going to continue that. So on the 28th, you can look forward. We'll have packages coming soon to you, applications for the Fun Run Walk. And we're going to make it an event to be remembered.
Wow.
So we're going to do that. And then it's going to end with a farmer's market dedicated to pink and breast cancer awareness.
All right.
And so I just wanted the constituency of Yamakroa, the community of Yamakroa, to make sure join our Facebook page. Just press follow. Because when people say, well, you do not, I didn't see, or I want to get connected, we have all the numbers there. We have links to our TikTok page, which is doing very well. We also do other national things. I'm holding on now for the Minister of Social Services, believe it or not. So I in between me being busy in my ministry and in the government work, my constituency work continues through my team. And I commend them for their hard work and their dedication and their belief in me and the Progressive Liberal Party. So I just want Yamakroa to know, stay tuned, call the office to make sure that we have you connected, and also follow us on social media because I know that...
Give them and the office numbers.
So the office number is... let me just pull it up real quick. Do we even remember numbers out of head?
No, I don't remember numbers.
Yeah.
I hope I remember your name because I'll find you on the phone. But if I forget your name and your number, my God, I shouldn't even be bothered with you.
I was going to call a number, but we have a text number and we have a Yamakroa constituency.
I told you I could have built an app for you a long time ago.
Yeah, you know.
Okay,
but
good,
we have you doing other things, and that's coming. So
praise Jesus.
It's 676-1738 and 828-1738. There are two numbers. There's a mobile number and there's an office number, and both end with 1738. And so you can
676-1738.
Yes.
826
17
828
1738.
828 1738.
I want to commend my family. I want to commend the stalwarts, the seniors, all of the young people in Yamakroa, and all of the constituents of Yamakroa who are using the central dumpster. Please stop dumping in the bush. I tried to solve this problem, and it's been excellent. But we still have some people who sneak in the night, and they don't know about it, and they dump wherever you cut coconut trees. Don't dump the bushes, don't dump the trash in the bush because rats find a hiding place under them. It causes mosquitoes because water accumulates. And so we're trying to make sure we keep Yamakroa clean and keep Yamakroa progressive. The central dump site is available for everyone for free.
Put the information back up for me, please. He just wants to show off. That's all he want to do. You moved already yet? He put the information up for Yamakroa. The constituency office.
One time for TMZ. TMZ. When you see TMZ, that's a movement.
See here.
There's a lot
see here.
Okay. Hey, that's where you get that from? Because
all he want to do is show off.
If you're watching online,
all he want to do is show off.
Right. So that is the page. That is the Facebook page. And if you scroll up, you'll see a connection. You'll see the number there, 676-1738. You see where it's located, and we're opening an office in Elizabeth Estates also.
Really?
So we're going to have two offices open, including the Urban Renewal office that has been recently opened, that they're for seniors and older persons and anyone needing urban renewal help.
Excellent.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was none other than Zane Lightbourne, who's here sitting down with us. My brother, congratulations on all that you're doing. Congratulations to you and your team. Congratulations to the effort, the commitment that you made in these particular areas. I don't think that you should slack your ride because there could be a challenge ahead. But if you have, don't be like the tortoise in the hare. Don't go sleep on it now. Make sure that you stay steadfast in being able to do this. And, all the absolute best.
Yes.
All the best, my brother.
I appreciate you. Great advice, and I'll take your advice.
All the best on being able to do this. And like I said, don't be a stranger. You know where he is now.
I got you.
Show up.
GPS
Don't
only.
just show up. Don't just show up around election time.
No, I got you.
You got to come here to me and just talk about these particular things, all right?
I got you.
All right, guys, I want to thank you so very kindly. I want to thank the minister for being able to sit here with us. Zane Lightbourne from Yamacraw, all those persons who actually contributed for the Yamacraw. I want to thank you. We got a little bit more time. We're going to talk about some stuff that's happening in the country right here on The Foundation. Let's take this quick break and be right back after this.
Give me. Hey, Rock and Scrap. Malambi. Woo. Come on. Bring it. Woo. Oh, go. Woman pull up to Miami airport door with the biggest box I ever saw. She said, take this down to Bahamas there. You get a big tip once you get it there. Nah, you know, I just wait for tips. But it's this weight me broken up my hip. I ain't macho, I got a thing to prove. But this the biggest box that I ever tried to move. She had the biggest box in the world I ever saw. Where all she got, who could ask for more? That means she buying Miami must be spoiled. She got the biggest box in all the world. Come on, hey! Hey! Come on! Oh, it's big, I see. Man, you need to see it. Woo! Check it. Look, miss, I don't think I can handle a box this size. For me to lift this load would not be wise. She said, boy, you look like you need the exercise. But miss, for me to lift this, I gonna need at least 3 other guys. Well, I walk on the back, I try to lift. I get a little bit under my fingertips. But when it starts to rock, that's when I scream. I don't think you need me, mom. Yes, you need a queen. She had the biggest box in the world I ever saw. Where all she got, who could ask for more? That means she buy down the road, it must be spoiled. She got the biggest box in all the world. Yes, man! Hey! Oh, Chuck! Uncle Darcy! Come! Give me! Bring it! Go! Oh, Chuck! Bring it home! Come! Can you feel it? I never seen no box this big in my life before. No way could it even get through the airplane door. American Eagle can't even tow the weight, and Delta won't even try to take it freight. Now Bahamas Air will just change and shift, and you know that woman mouth, they already stiff. Bessie said, miss, my boss can't leave here today. She said, yeah, leave it here, but it must be going on the bed again. She got the biggest box in the world I ever saw. Where all she got, who could ask for more? That means she buying Miami must be spoiled. Oh, she had the biggest box in all the world. What? She had the biggest box in the world I ever saw. Oh, where all she got, who could ask for more? That cat she loaded, she must catch a sale. Oh, she had the biggest box in all the world. Oh, she had the biggest box in the world I ever saw. Oh, where all she got, who could ask for more? That bitch she buying Miami must be spoiled. Oh, she had the biggest box in all the world. She had the biggest box in the world I ever saw. Where all she got, who could ask for more? That means she buy down the road, it must be spoiled. Oh, she had the biggest box in all the world. Uncle Darcy, where you at, God? Biggest box in all the world. The biggest box for God. Inside the box, it must be spoiled. Oh, she had the biggest box in all
nephew, what you got for me?
Yes! Stroke man! Go! Ding it! Watch me!
Just like the boogeyman, just hide your home. That's how the stroke man does come when she all alone. When you leave your house, he's sneaking like a rat, knocking over all your things and tickling your cat. When you get back home, ain't no way to tell. He even ain't leave a clue, no trace, no smell. Now your woman acting different, he done ring she bell. She's smiling from...
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, jamming with you right here on the foundation, being able to do our thing. I'm grateful to Zane Lightbourne for being able to come. Ladies and gentlemen, this is only a sneak peek for the expectations of what we have for the season coming up. There is a shift that's happening in the country. Yeah, man. Zane was telling me, how would I like to see that you're moving and you didn't wait for people to do that. Yeah. My responsibilities, and like I said, my dreams are too rich for me to sit down and wait for somebody to tell me what's happening. I'm about to be able to kind of break some news to you about a new place that you're going to be seeing me. So you'll see me here in the foundation in the day, and you'll see me on a big platform in the evening, right? Anton, don't call people and say, well, I would just tell him. No, we're waiting for formality. Let's wait for formality. But we have essentially, in the principle of the deal, has been done, and we're going to be on a larger space in the evenings. So you'll be able to see me all across in the evening, and then in the day we'll be here to be able to commune like this. And also you'll be able to have access to what we're doing on the newspaper and stuff like that. So we are excited, and we hope that you are excited about the possibility that there's a shift, because that's what you're seeing. That's what you're seeing. You're looking at this, and you may view it as in, oh, well, it's nice. It's so nice that this is a shift. There is a shift afoot. And the shift it may start with me. It may start with me. I may be the proverbial forerunner. And other persons would have gone before me. And it may start in this particular area. But there is a shift happening in this country where those gatekeepers and those persons who have an allegiance to political organizations or to this idea that all for me, baby, yeah, you're going to get out of the way because there is something happening. And so I want to thank you so much for being able to tune in with us. I want to thank you so much for being able to participate with us, man. I'm grateful, truly grateful to you for being able to do that. Yeah, man. I was telling Zane on the break, I said, Zane, some information came out there, and the information that I received, remember we called some names yesterday? The information I received is that these persons are not the best performing. Not the best performing PLP MPs. There's maybe about 13 of them. And at the very bottom, Zane's name was in that. Now, I don't know who put that out. I don't. But Zane has been performing from the information that I received on the ground. No time and no evaluation have we rejected Zane. At the beginning of it all, because I want to read the names for you again. Guys, the lines are wide open. If you want to be able to call and talk about these things, I'd love you to do so. 827-0111, 827-0111. At the beginning of it all, there was a name that came to the forefront, right? I can name it. They said that Vaughn Miller, Leroy Major, Kirk Cornish, Lisa Ramming, Wade Watson, Patricia DeVoe, John Pinder, Zane Lightbourne, Wayne Monroe, and Wade Watson, Wayne Monroe, Kingsley Smith, Keith Bell, Basil McIntosh, and Ginger Moxie. These are the PLP's, based upon this list, least performing members of parliament. Now, I'm indifferent with some things. I've seen a significant shift in Lisa Ramming. I think at the beginning of it all, there was, and I invited her on to have a conversation with me, and I'm hoping that she takes up this invitation to find her way to be able to sit with us at some point. I'd love to be able to have her to talk about what's happening in Marathon constituency and what she's doing in that area. I've never had an opportunity to be able to talk with Wade Watson in his particular capacity, but I'd love to do so and being able to find out exactly what's happening in the Bain and Grantstown constituency. Patricia DeVoe is very indifferent as it relates to being able to give us finality, right? I guess I got to call Julian Ferguson, right? Finality, right? A final approach to say that I am going or I'm not going, right? I haven't heard that from her. I haven't. So she hasn't said that she will, and she hasn't said that she won't. So I don't know where we stand in the whole layout. Okay? And so as we look at these things and we identify these things, we have to break this down. John Pinder has been indifferent with being able to give us finality, and say, I coming or I ain't coming. He hasn't said anything to us as yet. He hasn't said anything to us as yet. And so we're waiting on that and waiting to hear from him and hear whether or not he's confirmed that he's going to be running in the next general election. I'm waiting to hear from him. I'm trying to be able to make a determination as to whether or not he'll be the man in that constituency. It's John Pinder. All right. Also, we know Basil McIntosh decided that he's going to be stepping back. All that being said and done, I'm looking at this and I don't see Sylvanus Petty. How is he performing? How is he performing? By, what today is, Wednesday? We can do what we have to do by let me see if I can get my guy to put up the website and everything and put everything out by Sunday. I can see if I can get my guy to do it by Sunday. Right? And so on Monday, you can start your votes. Vote for your member of parliament. Vote for this, vote for that. Yeah. So I'd like to be able to know exactly what's what and what you're going to be doing in those areas. We can keep jamming. We can keep talking. But we're going to need to know this evaluation. We're going to need to know your position and how you're jamming. We're going to need to know that. We're going to need to know how things are happening for you. And that's what I want to talk about. How things are happening. We got to be very clear about this and how things are really progressing in our constituencies and being able to. Now, I know that you have opposition, but then that's where you come in. The people who support you, the people who are coming out, who's serving with you, you're going to have to be able to let them know, hey, listen, I need you to call, I need you to vote, I need you to do this, I need you to do that. Do what you got to do to get those things in there. I'm reading these things here to find out some more stuff, right? So it says, well, she put a name in there. You had to put your name in there. Why you want me to call the people name but tell them? Says, good afternoon. I want to say that Mr. Lightbourne is nothing but humble and not fussy. Is nothing but humble and not fussy. He says, whenever you need help, he's willing to help. And when he can't help, will go out of his way to contact persons to help. Either way, he's an excellent MP. It's a text that's coming through. Y'all speak well of this man. And I'm not going to lie to you. That's sort of the sentiment that I've been receiving from and about him for the entire time. That's the sentiment that I've been receiving. A lot of persons have been saying to me that Zane he's the man, he's been doing this, he's been doing that, but I've not received that he's not performing. I have not received that. I have received information that says that we don't know why Ellsworth coming back. Ellsworth is my friend. I might as well tell you the truth. I supported Ellsworth in his push for the chairmanship of the Free National Movement. I really did. I thought that he would be an excellent chairman. And I still believe that he has the wherewithal to be able to pull the character and pull the people together to be able to make things happen in the constituency, well, in the organization, rather, of the Free National Movement, and make some things happen from that particular standpoint. And so Ellsworth is my good friend. But I have not, if I'm going to be absolutely honest with you, I have not heard the greatest degree of sentiment associated post-defeat, during his victory, during his tenure. I mean, if you want me to lie, I can, conjure one. I have not. During his tenure and post-defeat, I have not received these kind of calls that says, Howard, Ellsworth is the man. I just haven't. Now, I don't know whether or not these persons who are calling in about Zane are genuine, are committed. I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you. We don't know how the design is, but I can tell you one thing. Beyond these telephone calls, when I go to the constituency, when I go to these areas, and I frequent Eastwood, and I go down by Garden of Eden, and I frequent these areas, and fellas come in there, old fellas, they can sit down and just talk their politics. When they come in there and they talking with me, I only hear good things about Zane. I do. So it looks like he stands a good chance. And if he can retain his seat and his position, even when this curve turns, even when you turn that southern corridor, you find yourself in this position that if he can hold on to that, the PLP may just be able to hold on to victory, to hold on to leadership in this country. But let's not get ahead of ourselves and talk about these particular things. It says we focus on solutions, not problems. You're not a whole row in this thing. I don't know what the hell to read. I look at this thing. You all rowing in here. I see these people rowing. I see a whole soliloquy. These people saying, my God, he put everything in here. They send me a tag and say, congratulations, you got over 100 people, 100 comments. Yeah, guys, this election time is going to be serious, man. This is going to be a serious thing. When I get back, I want to be able to talk to you a little bit about what's happening in the news. I want you guys to be able to join me in conversation just to talk about what's going on as it relates to the state of jobs in this country, the joblessness, and that kind of a scary position of unemployment that exists in the country. I want to break those things down just a little bit before we get out of here and be able to have a further conversation, okay? Quick break, guys. Going to be right back after this.
Ready to party, man, ready to dance. When the music starts. party with me. All over the island, man, and the place I'll be. In Aguilucha, Excellency, Cat Island, free boy, look out for me. Down in Angus, that's where I'll be. Everywhere I go, 'cause I love to party, I love to party, party. Man, till morning come, I love to party, party. Man, love lots of fun, I love to party, party. That's all night long. Come on, baby, let's party all night long. People really love me. My people at Carter Avenue, they love me, see. When I hit the streets, they can't body. Everybody knows. Who wanna party? Party with me. The best on the island, carry on so badly. People everywhere, please look out for me. Everywhere I go, 'cause I love to party. I love to party, party. Man, till morning come, I love to party, party. Have lots of fun, I love to party, party. Dance all night long. Come on, baby, let's party all night long. My body, it's your body. Beach body, party yaddy. Election body, Super Bowl body. My baby people, they love to party. They love to party, party. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Party, party, party. Oh yeah, party, party. Come on, baby, let's party all night long. 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 Have lots of fun. Come on, baby, let's party all night long. 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 Have lots of fun. Come on, baby, let's party all night long. Come on, baby, let's party all night long.
Watch this. Jump in my ride, go to the post office, jump out the ride, to buy one stamp, put that stamp on the letter, send a letter to the one I love. God, tell me, who do you love? I tell you I love nobody. Chicago, Canap, Juju, Blum. Gal, where you coming from? Dumping sounds from Anvil, you mustn't take me silly. Jump in my ride, go to the landmark, jump out my ride, pick out one spot, save my money every weekend, put a little bit down on one lot. God, tell me, who do you love?
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. This is The Foundation with Howard Grant. I had to tell my producer, he has some and maybe this is what the issue is, right? He got this fragrance thing, right? This aroma fragrance thing, right? And he just want to be able to make the place smell good. The MP coming in here, he want to make the place smell good, right? So you got this aroma smelling thing right there, right? But he must put like chamomile or some kind of lavender bedtime sleepy something, right? This man got this thing up under my nose, right here on the floor, right? I said, why I feel like yawning? Why I feel tired? Why I feel sleepy? Why? What the hell is going on? And I keep smelling the scent in my nose. And I asked, what the hell is this? He said, oh, I'm sorry, this is a relaxing thing. I said, how the hell you can have this relaxing thing sliding up in my nose? And, and I wake it? What you doing? What are you doing, sir? You trying to put me to sleep? That's probably what the issue was the other day. Because he had it here. And I tell him, stop this foolishness over here. Hopefully, I don't drop sleep in here right there. But that's something nice for the evening, though, to put in your room. I like that. All right, guys, let's talk about this, man. There's a lot of things happening in the country right now, and unemployment seems like it's increasing significantly. This is not going to bode well for the Progressive Liberal Party during an election year. We're sliding into an election year. We are in the thick of an election year now, post September 16th. Post September 16th, we are in the thick of an election year right now. And so persons are looking at these particular things. Let's talk about it. The headlines of the Tribune would be able to give us a little bit more insight as to some things that were happening, right? Headlines, it says a scary, let's look it up. Let's check it out. Scary increase in unemployment, And the story is actually over in the business section, and the business section actually has a picture of Peter Gaudy. His jobless numbers, 52% increase is pretty scary. This is with the Chamber of Labor chief. We have very difficult situation. 65,000 Bahamian workers deemed underemployed. Wow. Underemployed. This thing has nothing to do with qualifications that you don't have. There's qualifications that you have and you're not meeting that particular standard to ensure that you can be able to execute accordingly. Opposition says that the Bahamas loses 5,500 jobs in 7 months. So the Bahamas Chamber of Commerce labor chief yesterday branded the 52% increase in unemployment workers during the 7 months to January 2025 as pretty scary. This is information of Peter Gaudy, who represent the private sector on the National Tripartite Council, that handles all labor's matter. Is it told the Tribune Business yesterday that the latest workforce data unveiled by the Bahamas National Statistical Institute highlighted that we have a very difficult situation in our country. This is what they indicated. And they actually go on to say that and the urgent need to fix the education system. We talked about that. Make sure you pick up the realigner. In the realigner, we talked about two aspects of education. The D average that we are kind of casual in terms of being able to look over, and the fact that artificial intelligence is going to be able to take some of our jobs. Pick up the realigner. If you don't have a realigner, call me. Text me. I'm looking for places to take the realigner in Long Island. I'm looking for places to take the realigner in Habaco. I'm looking for places to take the realigner in Inagua. Wherever you are, I want to send some papers to you. And I want to do this every month. Remember, we talked about if we could find the kind of partnerships that place us in a good position, the realigner would be free to you. So I need you to be able to work with me so we can make some things happen. All right? So let's go deeper into this and just read into the story. It says, apart from, and I got to be able to read it over the mic, apart from the, where were we? It says the urgent need to fix the education system from the bottom up, apart from the 8,885 increase in the number of unemployed persons between 2004 and the third quarter and January 2025. This is the BNSI survey revealed that 65,225 persons, representing 30.4% of the 214,725 workers currently holding jobs, were deemed to be underemployed, working part-time while waiting for additional hours or wanting additional hours. What are we going to do? What are we going to do as a nation? What are we going to do as a people? What are we going to do to ensure that we can find ourselves in the position that our dependency on the government, listen to me, our dependency on the government is sickening. And it's no one's fault but successive governments, the idea of post-colonialism, being able to show that they will be the savior for you. This is their fault. This is the first generation of PLPs. This is their fault. They could never foresee what happened in the country. They never anticipated what has happened in this country, in the world. They did what was expedient at the time. But they didn't do it with any contingency, any plans, and ability to be able to move. They did it with this finality in mind. They did it with the expectation that this was going to be the beginning of the end. Amen. When you would go to the hotel and you needed a job, you go to your MP, because Grammy them used to say this: you need a job, baby, call the MP. And the MP would say, okay, go to the hotel, take my business. They sign a business card. Take my business card. Tell them you need a job, and tell them I send you. Yeah, take my business card. That's how you get jobs. That was the length and breadth of the exception into the job market. Your qualifications were not there. Your insight was not there, but you was working, and you could be able to contribute to these particular. It's unsustainable 100%. When you got the job, you didn't develop your skills. You didn't prepare anything. You've stayed stagnant in this position for a very long time. This issue that we have with joblessness and even underemployment, unemployment and underemployment is as a result of our position in this country. You've lived for such a long time just waiting for the government to do something for you that, you know, my Grammy would say this, and I can say this. I don't want you all to get mad at me. I don't say how I'd cuss it, but I can tell you what my Grammy would say. Okay? Listen. My Grammy said, baby, you have to kiss ass before you kick it. That's what my grandmother would tell me. She would tell me that. She said, baby, you have to kiss ass before you kick it. And as I grew older, I refused to even believe that. I refused to believe that I have to bow. I have to curb my knees, my back, and be able to pucker up and kiss behind. Physically, proverbially, on any other aspect, to find survival if I have faith. This is stupid to me. Why are you telling me about Jesus Christ if I got to go kiss this man behind? This is stupid to me. You don't believe in the God that you're telling me about. Me and Grammy Rowan, you know. I said, Grammy, this don't make no sense what you're saying to me. I say, in this country, everybody lips protruding with a big thick vein pulsating because they need more blood to come to their lips from kissing behind, and their feet are webbed. They never kick behind yet. That's what I tell my Grammy. Me and my Grammy talking. This ain't Row, but I'm just defying her position. He ain't Row. I love Grammy so bad. You wouldn't believe it. I refuse to believe that I have to go and play numbers to find a way to survive in this country if I have faith. If I know that I'm doing things the right way. If I'm committing myself, if I serve and I study to show myself approved to move in the direction that God has called me to move in, if I have faith, I got to find a way. But your faith is in man. Your faith is in the mechanisms that is designed by man, that's traditionally sent on by one person to another person and lost in the sauce. Now you out here trying to figure out how you can get a job. They didn't tell you. You forget when former Prime Minister Perry Christie went to the, I think he was speaking, I can't remember what church he was speaking to. I think it was Salem. I think it was Salem he was speaking to. And they had a service, and the young man had must be with 7 BGCSEs with A's and 1 with a B, and like he was a phenomenal young man, right? And the Prime Minister found out this information in his capacity as the head of government, the top man in the country. After he found out this information, he said, well, what are you doing there? Well, why don't you have a scholarship? Or why didn't you go off to school? And why did you? This was the Prime Minister asking the man. And the man he did what he was told to do. He did well in school. And no mechanism was put in place to ensure that these particular persons don't fall through the gaps. None. No educational mechanism is put in place to ensure that the brightest and the best of our students are elevated to a position for growth and development. Because they've recognized, just like how I've recognized, that social promotion is the path of the day. It's the method that people use for growth in this country. I had friends. We had a friend. He passed away. In Maroc. He came with me up to grade 8. And then he dropped out of school. Up to grade 8. They used to call him 12. Now, if you know anything about black culture, you have to know that there's a reason why they call him 12. Okay? At the time, I'm sure that he developed it better. He got better over the years, right? At the time, he was only able to count to 12. When all of us knew our numbers and so forth and so on, he was able to count to 12. So they called him 12. But he got socially promoted with everybody else. I'll never forget when I was in COB. I will never forget when I was in COB. These girls couldn't write for nothing. I was one of the oldest fellas in class. I was in COB when I was about 26. Just had my son, right? And I needed something to be able to, because I was working all this time. And no one ever implied or indicated that school was important. And so education was an afterthought. Once you had the capability to be able to get a job and you could make good money, this is what I've seen in my lineage. And so I'll carry it out. Anyway, I lost my job. And so I needed to be able to occupy this time that I had. And I started school at College of the Bahamas in Grand Bahama. And I enjoyed school. Enjoyed it. But I was one of the older persons in there. So I had a different vantage point, right? I already had life experience. I already have children. I understand some things, and I'm here for knowledge. I'm here to kind of cut up and, I'm married, I got children, and I'm here for a reason. And in this class, these girls were horrible. They had no imagination. They didn't have no insight. They were detached from class. They were just, you don't want to say they was dummies, but they was dummies. Not in a bad way. They was dummies. And so every time it came to writing for, I think we did English 216, English 216, English 3, I can't remember the other ones, right? But anyway, they would always come to me and ask me, Howard, can you do my paper, please? How much you got? I have $40. All right, well, look at me. I'll take you $40. I'll take you $40. And I did the paper. And this is before ChatGPT. This is before all these things like this, right? And I was just all night. I used to smoke my cigars. I told you to smoke my cigars. All night. In my mother's office, right? Headquarters office, right? It's closed all night. And I just doing people's papers. I promise you. I do maybe 6 papers. I give it to them. Every one of them get over 85%. I do my paper. Right? And the teacher gave me, must be about 82. Now, I do this paper, and I know my paper better than all of these papers. I guarantee you. I did the paper. I know Mr. Weeks and other persons, if you're listening, this is the first time you hear this. I did all of their paper. Me. I did everyone's paper. They get better grades than me. How the hell they can get better grades than me and I do all their paper? And I know my paper better than them. So I rowing with the teacher. I said, I tell the teacher I do the papers now. So I tell the teacher I do the papers. I said, but how the hell they can get better papers than me? He said, Howard, I agree with you, I agree with what you're saying. You're smart and your things like that, but I expect more from you. Everywhere I've gone in my life, whenever you show your capability, your articulation, your insight, your creativity, your innovation, people expect more from you. And they don't grade you based upon the arc that exists. They grade you upon the expectation that they see from you. So social promotion is devastating to some people because you're not graded based upon what exists in the environment. You're graded upon the potential that exists in you. You can't grade me on the damn potential that exists in me. It's called potential. It ain't reached yet. You got to put me in a position. No. We want more from you. We want more from you, Howard. They never call me Howard. Howard. This is what we suffer. And so some children they've recognized that. Because this had followed them from they were children. When they were in the first grade, this followed my little daughter. This followed my little daughter, my baby girl. And as a result of being able to identify that, people stop trying in our society because they are penalized for the dummies. And now our society has become paralyzed, hopeless, in this posture of waiting for the government to provide them something without recognizing that you have the strength to do this yourself. These are the issues that we endure in this country. And so when you see underemployment, unemployment, when you see these statistics, when you identify these particular things subconsciously as a result of the expectation and the government not creating the mechanisms to ensure that the successful ones, that the insightful ones, that the creative ones, that the innovative ones have an opportunity to ascend. Have an opportunity to ascend. Why the hell you keeping me down here with these people? Why don't you create a mechanism? Why the prime minister need to hear about me before I get a scholarship to go somewhere? Why? Why? That don't even make sense. It's like we don't care about the next generation of people in this country. It's like our concern is not for the next generation in this country. If your concern and your desire is only to be able to maintain the status quo and that you can be able to give something to your friends, families, and lovers, the country will never go anywhere. And that's what you're seeing here. There is capability that exists in these people, man. But there's no place for them to be able to express that. And so if you don't have the mechanisms to be able to bring those big anchor projects in, if you don't have the mechanisms to be able to ensure that persons are coming in, to be able to get more jobs, if you don't have them, then you should find a way to be able to pump some money into entrepreneurialism. Talk to me. How am I talking? If you don't have these things, then you should find a way to pump money into entrepreneurialism and find a way to be able to make these things happen. You haven't done that. You didn't need the IDB, the World Bank, the IMF, and other persons to be able to say that you have to shore up your middle class. You don't need that. You don't need that. This concept and idea that the PLP has done as it relates to being able to empower persons, and I see Adrian White being able to say, and that's the wrong person. Can I say this to you? This is the absolute wrong person to be able to speak about the acquisition of land. I don't know what the hell the freaking F&M thinking. Y'all got to be stupid. You send a white man out here to talk. But I don't mean this in a disparaging manner. I'm just saying to you, in a population that's 85% black, in a population where 30-some% persons have not been hired and employed from the third quarter of last year to January 2005, and being able to identify these things, that the disparity that exists in our society is based upon what young black people have. Why would you send Adrian White? Why would you send Adrian White? Why? Why would you send Adrian White to talk about this idea that we want to know whether or not the PLP government has done this particular thing properly? We want to know about the ownership of this land. We want to know about these. I hear what he said, and his points are valid. But sometimes those points are scrubbed and moot when you find out the delivery, the messenger in these particular instances. The concept of what the PLP has done in empowering those people in the Fox Hill constituency. I'm ready for you to go to 8 Mile Rock. I got acres of property in 8 Mile Rock that ain't worth the land that it's on. When you empower people, and we got to go out of here, but when you empower people and you give them a piece of the land, then they don't have to go to you. Then their family could be able to take their land, put it in the bank, and send them off to school. Then we don't have to have the dependence on the government. Then you can see the country change. There's so much mechanisms that are intertwined, that are weaved in and woven in to this kind of a concept and idea. And as soon as we recognize that if we fix this stumbling block, if we just kick that out of the way and move the stumbling block, we could find ourselves moving with passion, with determination, with insight, with all this access in this country. I want to thank you guys. I want to thank Zane Lightburn again for being able to join us. Guys, make sure you pick up your newspapers. This is the Realigner. It's in Grand Bahama right now. You can be able to see that. It's in New Providence right there. Pick it up at Garden of Eden. Pick it up at Roker's Gas Station. Pick it up at Porky's. Pick it up at Esso and East Street. Pick it up at Esso and Village Road. Shell on Prince Charles. Kenneth has some on Prospect Ridge. Burton has some right there on Shirley Street and Blue Hill Road. And Exuma, you can get it at Smitty's. Guys, I'm looking for you to be able to join me. I want to be able to see Long Island on there. I want to be able to see Abaco on there. I want to see Andros on there. I want to see all the family islands as we continue to be able to do this thing. And this work, man, this work of transformation in this country is going to be, one step at a time. But we need partnership to make these things happen. I want to thank you for being able to tune in. We're going to see you tomorrow right here on The Foundation.
I have a dream where the powerful and the powerless will sit at the same table, where the haves will see the have-nots, not as burdens, but as brothers, where class will not divide us, but conviction will unite us. I have a dream that the oligarchs will remember we must all eat, that the brown-faced neo-colonialists will remember who they are and whose they are. I have a dream that fraternities will build beyond internal architecture into a national bond, that the walls of design will give way to the bridges of brotherhood, not a fraternity of symbol, but a brotherhood of substance. I have a dream that we remain focused, that we stay in our conviction and remain fearless, that we double down, fortified, to return this Bahama land to the foundation.